Hello there and welcome back to the channel, start of our new Sunday series. Now, with us having played 2 Random Ass Sunday episodes in a row, 2 horror games in a row, I felt it was due for a bit of change of pace. And we're going to be jumping back into the classic point-and-click adventure genre with Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, which is the first one in the Broken Sword series. I think I have all 3, the first 3 Broken Sword games, so we're going to be playing those over the course of the channel. I think obviously 2 and 3 maybe at a later date. We're not going to go back to back. Still have Monkey Island to finish as well, that series to finish. But anyway, we're going to be jumping into Broken Sword. It is a classic, it's a classic from my childhood. I have fond memories of the game. I only 0.25% remember the puzzles of the game. I have some key memories. One of them, which is right at the very end, which I'm not going to spoil because spoilers, in case you haven't seen it before. The other one is the goat. The goat will forever live on in my memory. It is that damn goat. That is the animal goat, not the greatest of all time. That the animal one. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you look forward to it. Just look forward to it. It's towards the middle part of the game, I think. Anyway, it'll be further on. If you watch the series, you'll see it. That damn goat haunts my memories. So I've been rambling on long enough. So grab your favorite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable. Come hang out with me as we jump straight into Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy.
Paris.
Oh, Paris.
City of love, romance and dreams.
Why is there's no subtitles?
So they say. I used to say it too. But ever since that day,
Nicole.
day of the murder,
Nicole.
I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
Memories. This brings back a lot of memories. It's the proper point-and-click adventure game. It's we are playing the director's cut, which I think changed the goat, which I'm not entirely upset about. The music, it's just the music as well. It brings back so many memories. It's like going back up with a good book. You know when you curl up with a good book that you've read hundreds of times before, but it's like, it's so good and you just want to share it with people. This is one of those games. It's one of those things. I am curious about the subtitles though.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview.
Oh, really?
Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I can't remember this opening. I can't remember this part of the opening.
Don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon.
I had the biggest crush on Nicole and Nico. The Nico?
And one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from
do you blink?
royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I don't like mimes as well. They creep me out.
Of the Media King and the Ice Queen. I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here
Nico
to see
Collard. I forgot. I was going to say Bellic, but it's not Bellic because that's the guy from Nico Bellic's from Grand Theft Auto 4.
Madame Carchon is
I completely forgot her surname.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation.
Yeah, very, very happy. Mime?
Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Oh, really?
You're too kind, madame.
Yes. You're very professional, Nicole.
The talented
Nicole.
and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
I also
No,
don't
I'm sure
remember
you
these
are.
pictures in
Call me Pierre, please.
the close-ups of the face.
But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
I don't remember
He
those
never
being in the
mentioned-
original.
He and I
I don't know if that's a
and
director's
his
cut
death.
thing.
So tragic. I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose.
Probably. I don't
Excuse
know
me
if
for
cats
my
wear gloves, but I
behavior.
don't think it was a cat.
You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame.
True.
That was no cat.
Yeah, that wasn't a mime.
What? Monsieur Carchon!
Ow. Rude. I actually legit don't remember this section at all.
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
Yes,
There was
of
a man.
course.
It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
Yes, I do believe so.
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself.
Very true.
And if
Although,
I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in
you're
Europe
getting quite close there.
murdered. And here was I, Nico Coulard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops? Or
I think you
start
probably
my
should.
own investigation.
I think you should investigate until the cops
It was a
arrive.
no-brainer.
You investigate until the cops arrive. Right. So, first things first. Settings. So I didn't think there was any subtitle options in here. Okay. I clicked on back there. Right. Expanded to save and restore game and just settings. Question mark, get puzzle hints, interface help, diary icon, access diary, briefcase. Okay, it's your typical stuff. So I'm wondering.
Mimes and guns don't usually go together,
Okay,
but
there
I
are
have
subtitles,
noticed
all right.
that this was no ordinary mime. I'd come across this murderer before and written about him. The costume killer. At
Yes.
least that's what I'd called him.
Definitely going to take
It was
that
one of my
hairpin.
hair clips. My favourite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down.
I was going to say, how did that get there? Also, we're just destroying evidence. Is that
His lifeless eyes stared blankly at nothing.
yeah, I don't remember this bit at all.
Some
This has
people
to be
hate
director's
searching
cut.
corpses for clues. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
Excuse me.
In
Oh,
his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I tampered with the evidence. There was no going back now.
I mean, me as well.
Carchon had been shot.
We're all in for it. We're all in now. Alright, so we've got anything else in here? Nothing. Nothing.
Carchon had been shot.
Yes. Single shot to the chest. Right. Let's have a look at
A
the...
small round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job.
I'm also wondering, like, the distance between there and the handle. You have to have a long arm to get that.
A bust of Pierre Carchon, humble servant of La France.
I mean, a bust of yourself in your bedroom or in your study. I don't know. A little bit egotistical.
Pierre Carchon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room.
Although, to be fair, it was a business practice of being able to, so that you're always in a shot. Right, check the door out.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone.
Think
He
he
folded that ladder
probably-
up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him.
No, I'm thinking he probably used that statue. I don't know how close that is to the end. To the wall.
I didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself.
Yeah, I'm kind of attached to my own DNA. Let's go out.
The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them.
Let's check that door out. Locked.
The door was locked.
Locked in with a dead body. Fantastic.
A Louis XIV table with an antique cloth. Imelda had taste. But hey, with a husband that rich, taste is easy.
True. You can just buy whatever you want. Within reason. Also,
I reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful.
are we stealing cloth?
Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
So we have a secret. What are you?
It was a tube of acrylic paint. French ultramarine.
Are we just
Just the colour
taking
I
it?
was after for my bathroom.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Hi?
Young lady, what are you doing? Oh, this paint. It's my favourite
Yeah,
colour.
just take it.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
Of all the things, I mean, we probably should have moved the barrier or something.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
I mean, it's probably not the best place, best time, really. Are we going to have a chat with her? I'm assuming the door's locked.
Excuse me, madame.
Hi.
Yes?
Can we have a chat?
So, her husband took secret boat trips. Did she really need to see the ticket?
Probably not. So that's using... Okay, so these are items. And these are... I think,
I am so sorry. for
let's
your
ask questions first.
No, you're
We're
not.
shoving items in
You're
her
a
face.
journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
We shall see.
How did your husband know my father?
I have no idea.
Wait,
You didn't know?
father?
Thierry Coulard.
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know, most of them women.
Known philanderer.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
Do you know?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly, I preferred it that way.
Fair enough. Right.
Why would a mime want to kill
Yeah,
your husband?
the mime.
Pierre had
Tell me
plenty
about the
of
mime.
enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronise me. You're all cut from the same cloth.
Fair
Do you
point.
have any moral sense at all?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I do this
Yes, I
job.
do.
You do it to see your name in print.
As if my editor gets the byline, I just do the work.
Well, don't expect my sympathy.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The
It
dutiful
was
wife.
enough.
That was my role. He never talked, never let me in.
I know one thing, madame.
What?
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
Yes, just trust a random... Just trust a random journalist.
Your husband invited me here today because he needed me. I think he
We're just
knew
gonna go good,
somebody
this whole
wanted
thing. I'm
to
not gonna
kill
be
him,
bad.
And he
Why would it
knew
be
I
bad?
could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
You're wrong. I was onto his killers already. I am sure of it. Please, you owe it to him.
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
You really do have a moral sense, don't you? I trust so
Yes.
few people.
We're going to
And
solve this
perhaps
crime.
Pierre really did think that you could help. Of course it wouldn't have stopped him seducing you too.
He would have
Here,
tried.
Take
He
this.
would have tried. I don't think he would
It's
have,
the key to the drawing
actually
room next to
succeeded.
the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
Okay, so we're on the case. We're officially on the case.
Thank you. I promise you won't regret this.
I really hope not. Let's go this way. It was on this door on the right-hand side, wasn't it? There's also the thing in the desk.
A magnificent antique table.
Okay, so we can't. Hold on. Did I miss that before?
There was a tiny hole in the tabletop.
So I've got to find something, a key or something to put in there. Right, so it is on this table. I couldn't remember if it was on this table or not. Right, let's go in here.
The door was locked. A fine Baroque door. It would look great in my apartment.
Alright, to use an infantry item on the background object, click on that and hold the mouse button. Drag and drop. Drag and drop.
Now we were getting somewhere.
And we're in. So let's just scout this room out.
The painting
Nice little study.
Together, in love. As
And
the
there's a
poet
button.
said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie?
The past is a different country.
There was the very faintest of clicks.
And we have a safe.
Behind the picture was a safe. The safe was locked. I needed the key.
Right, so we need a key. We can't interact with that. We can only interact with the key. Okay. Just hide that again. Thank you. Light switch.
I didn't need the lights on. It was light enough already.
But you never know, it might, like, illuminate something. Apply a
This
glint.
wasn't the time for me to lie on the sofa doing my Marie Antoinette impression. Though it is very popular at parties.
I mean,
Especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why.
yeah, I don't even want to know why. I thought maybe the key was hidden behind,
The
the
sofa was
cushions.
antique. For one horrible moment, I had an image of a naked cochon wriggling around on it with a young journalist.
Yeah, that's not a nice thought.
Oh.
I don't want that image in my head. Thank you.
As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter and in tray had clearly been placed with mathematical precision.
Can I take it off, though?
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank. I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it.
Use it how?
My heart skipped a beat. It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father.
family
I knew
heirloom.
for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Cochon had known my father. They really must
So
have
definitely
been
knew each other.
friends.
Okay.
I decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly meant nothing to Imelda.
Also stealing. Okay. Right, so
It was a sheet of blot. Its cracked surface looked ancient.
we done with that bit for now. Can we go in here?
Locked. Not surprising, really.
Okay, so what else are we looking for here? No doors. Check that out already. Right, can we have a look at...
It was the beautiful elephant my father had carved.
can I use that on the door?
It didn't work, but I guess it would have been surprising if it had.
I mean, you never know, some people do have the same keys all over the place.
It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau
A
de la
boat ticket.
Conciergerie. When I was a little girl, Papa used to take me on the Bateau Mouche as a treat. The cloth was embroidered with an unusual symbol.
Oh, hold on. Can we use the bobby pin? I don't think we're gonna... Can we use the bobby pin on the table out here? I don't know why they're called bobby... Why are they called bobby pins? I've always ever known them as, like, bobby pins. Can we... pick that. There we go.
You are just so damn good at this stuff.
Nice. And that's obviously the lock. So let's
Instead
just
of comforting
take
Amanda,
that.
I was ransacking her flat. Why?
Because we're
There
investigating,
was
that's why.
something going on here, and I had to get answers before the cops arrived. And hey, she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
I mean, not entirely rude. Alright, so what's this? What is this actually?
A key. Maybe
Oh, safe
a
key. Okay. So let's go to the safe. And hopefully we can just use the key to unlock it and we don't have to have a combination. Because that would be a mite annoying. Nice. Alright, straight up key.
In the safe was some kind of artifact. There were strange symbols on its surface. It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If
Are
there was
we-
one thing I'd learned about symbols, they are always
I think I know what we're
important.
doing here.
But these
I think I
symbols
know.
scratched into stone were impossible to read. I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was round. But what could I use for ink?
The paint that we've
And
already
what
picked
could
up,
I print on?
the paper
I was
that's
stealing,
on
but
the
Imelda didn't know about
desk,
the artifact.
and the
Gosh, I
tray
was past care.
is going to be used in there at some point. Saying logic. So yeah, we obviously need to go in here and let's do paint in the tray.
I'd spread blue paint over the bottom of the tray. It was ruined. I was a very bad girl, but also quite a clever one.
Yes, very clever. Do we have to spread it out?
No.
Yeah, okay. Can we rub that in the paint? Roll that on the paint. You're going to get paint all over your hands.
Rolled the artifact in the paint until it was completely coated.
And then drop this onto the paper. Onto the blotting paper.
Genius! The roller and the paint worked just as I planned. But what did it say? It was some kind of coded message. It read, subjudice. I may not have learned a lot as a journalist, but that was a term I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense.
SDSS.
I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message.
You did?
Boat
I wouldn't
ticket
put that
was
connection.
stamped, Bateau de la Conciergerie. The conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law courts. So, subjudice
Okay, so under the
could,
law
in
courts.
this case, mean literally under the law courts, below the conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here. And
Time for us to
besides,
leave.
all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist,
Pulitzer?
I was definitely going to win it this
Is it the
time.
Pulitzer Prize? Right, so I'm assuming we're done here. We've left a whole trail of, like, evidence that's going to be hard for her to explain. But I think we're leaving. We just completely decimated the place. Right, so I was talking to you.
Did you find anything useful?
Yes, actually.
This carving, do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend. Something to do with Africa.
He
Africa?
never explained any more.
No. But I think it was important to him. Always on display. Why?
Why did it
was
end up in the
carved by
safe
my
then?
father.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
I didn't know.
Imelda,
We're
I will
talking
do
about.
everything
We're not
I
talking
can.
about the roly thing that was in the safe. We're talking about the elephant.
and if the
My
police
bad.
ask,
Don't worry. You were never here.
subjudice was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité. If there was a way of getting under the conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
So I guess we're travelling. Ile de la Cité, and an hour later.
Carchon wasn't the type for messing about on the river. He was up to something down here. Something that got him killed.
That looks suspicious right there. Check the gate.
The fence wouldn't move.
Fair enough, will this one move? I doubt it, but this one may. Oh, that one's more like it. Because it's got the artifact, it's got the symbol there. This has to be it. And my TV, why do you do this to me? Stop that. Yeah, see that symbol? That's obviously that's a symbol that we
The cross looked familiar.
on the
I'd seen it
fabric.
before. It was embroidered on the lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
Right, so can we get in here, or do we need something for that?
I tried pushing the fence, but it wouldn't move. A strange pair of locks stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
Oh, okay. So are we puzzle time? You must move the rectangle block so the latch can slide all the way across. So releasing the gate to open. Blocks move along their length, some vertically, some horizontally. Okay, so we are doing... To move a block, click on it and drag horizontally or vertically along the appropriate axis. Okay. We can drop that. That can go there. That can't go up. That can go up. That can go that way. Drop them down there. Drop that there. And that only goes up and down. So if I move that one there, that can go all the way up, which means that can go there. That can go down, that can go across, that can go up. And that doesn't necessarily help me at all right now. Okay. I need to get that one up so I can get that one out. I wonder if I've got to do the one on the other side as well. Because that would be a little bit on the annoying side. So that needs to go down. Oh, there we go.
Yes. One down, one to go.
I do have to do this other side. Right. Yeah, I know all that. I know all that. So I can't take them up, can I? Oh, I can. Alright. I don't know why I'm moving those though. How is that helping me? Okay, so we need to get that one possibly all the way up the top. Or am I overthinking it? Because that needs to come down, but I need to get rid of these. Because that needs to come down because it's not going to fit up the top. So this one needs to go... Not there. And that doesn't work. Hold on, can I go there, there, that one across, that one up, which means I can get that one there, that one there, that one down, which means I can then get that up there, that up there. Move that back. So we're going this one up. Down. Right, get that one down there. That's not going to help. I need that one down. Okay. That one up. That one can come down. Then that goes down the bottom. That one all the way up the top. Okay, so that goes up. That one can come here. This can come down. And move that out the way. That to there. You can drop there. You can go in here. That doesn't work either. This one's a lot harder than the original, than the first one, and that's going to be an issue. So move that across to the right hand side. Then I need to shufty these around so I can block that. There we go.
Nothing like a good convent education.
That was a lot harder than the one on the left hand side. Right, so we... Alright, so we're just all the way in. Never mind.
For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system.
It was, yes.
It was definitely fishy.
Boat wreckage.
In more ways than one.
And also, you're very lucky that that holds your weight.
I didn't want to pull the fence back up and risk trapping myself in this place.
Right, so we've got 2 boat wreckage, like boat shells. Boat frames, sorry.
Oops.
Yes, very oops.
An
However,
old
found
showcase.
that.
I wondered what that was doing there.
Can we have a look at that again? I don't know what we picked up.
Moving
Shell
the stuff
case.
would only damage it more.
So we have empty
The
shell
glass
case.
was smooth and perfectly round.
So someone shot something. But we have a door here.
No handle, nothing obvious. But there had to be a way to open it.
Put that up here, which we can't look at.
The words Sinister and Dexter were carved on either side. Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left, right. But what did it mean here? The hole was too small even for my little hand. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
So left and right. Sinister Dexter. I mean, now we're looking at this. SDSSDSS.
Nothing.
SD.
Nothing happened. Nothing.
SS. I'm assuming we're missing something here. Oh wait, are we putting that in? We are. It's a key.
Mystery solved. Carchon's stone cylinder slotted into the hole with a satisfying click.
But are we going to get it out again? Also, I'm assuming we are still doing the SD. SDSS. DSS.
A satisfying click
SD.
told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe.
SD.
Another click. Another step closer.
Is it SS? DSS.
I love the sound of locks clicking open.
I also like logic. I like puzzles like this. Right, so just go straight in. Just go wandering straight in. And we are in a secret temple, secret crypt room underneath the...
Next vel ut next sumito. To the law or unto death, submit. I guess these people didn't believe in liberté, égalité, or fraternité. Yes, I'll admit it. I was a swot at school. I also wore lipstick. And
SWAT, I like that word. I don't know where it comes from, but it's basically like someone who like studies hard and is interested in studying. They're always branded as a SWAT. Oh
my God. The slab came down with a hell of a force. With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again.
Okay, so we need to get that button. Well, or keyhole, whatever it is.
Wouldn't move.
So we need something to prop it open with. And we've also got nothing down here. Nothing else highlighted. So do we have something... Shell casing maybe? Would that do enough? Will that keep it up enough?
Lifting the cross closed the entrance door and also opened some kind of stone panel. Ingenious.
It is very ingenious. Right, so can we... I'm going to try it. I don't think it's going to work.
The stone cross was propped up.
Alright.
Now I was getting somewhere.
We're just not even going to question it. That was so off the wall. I thought that's the only thing we haven't used.
I touched the
Could use the key.
Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This
Yes.
lock was designed for something specific. But what?
What do we have? I mean, it can't be that key. Can we use the safe key? No, I didn't think it would work. Elephant. The tried and tested. Use everything with everything.
A round slot precisely carved into the stonework.
A round slot. It's not a big slot, well, was it? Bobby pin it? No. Unless we have to get the thing from outside. Can we... Hold on. I'm going to take that down. I'm going to try and get the... Can we get the
I removed
lock
the
thing?
shell case.
Can I take that back? Because that looks rather large. That looks like a large hole.
The stone cylinder.
But can we use that to get into here? Right, so we need to put that back on. Unless we're using the shell casing, but I don't think we're going to be using that for inside that thing. There'll be no real need for it. Right, so can I go you with you? It's the only thing I can think of that would fit in a hole. Yes. Alright.
The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed.
Okay, so the door's only part open.
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
So we need thin enough bobby
The
pin.
gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
So we need something thin but heavy.
I
Okay.
removed the shell case.
Can I...
The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up. The cross didn't drop back down.
Okay, so we're in trouble
Some
now.
kind of mechanism was
Oh,
holding
was
it
that...
up.
Is that holding... Okay. If I take that out... That'll drop that down. Can I flatten something? Can I flatten that? And then lift this up. I don't know how this thing would... I don't know how that's going to help us prise the door open because it's only a little bit of metal.
The stone slab had flattened one end of the shell case.
Okay, so then can we use the shell case? Or do we even have to? Hold on. Is that thing like jammed? Is that like already partially opened it, or did that shut? Or is it a mechanism?
I needed a gap for leverage.
Okay, so it did shut. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. So I need to go back to this, lift it up, put the shell casing back in for now. Which will stop it falling. Then I use this on the hole, which opens the door, or cracks open the door. Then we can grab the shell casing.
I removed the shell case.
Mechanisms are held, and then now I can use this to open the door. I don't know how we open the door with that. Never mind. That's...
Another good use
I never
for a
even
shell case.
thought that would work.
Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
I don't know. We're in a tomb. We're in a secret tomb in the middle of the thing. Do we need to take that with us? Can I? At the risk of resetting this entire progress? Never mind. So let's do that again, shall we?
I removed the shell case.
Because it's been a valuable tool so far. Right, so we're back where we started. I didn't know whether I could take that out or not. I thought we may take it with us, but apparently we can't. And we are in a very posh secret room. Is there any lights?
Wow. Through the darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
Indeed. Right. Do we have any lights at all? Any source of light? No. I'm assuming the light switch is going to have to be over by the door. Ooh, hello. Something blinking.
Amazing. The thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day.
Generator.
It was an old circuit.
It is circuit breaker.
Like something from a Frankenstein movie.
Okay. That totally works. So we have a
Like
lovely
that
little
always has
side
something
room.
important behind it. I had to find a way to unlock it.
I'm going to assume whatever
That
this
wasn't
is.
going to help.
And what is it?
Slot next to the safe door. All I had to do was find something to fit into it. It was like being back in kindergarten. All I needed now was a shape that would fit the slot.
What color? What color? What shape is the slot? I mean, would his safe key work? No. I didn't think it would, but you never know.
I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years.
You never know. Why are you shrugging things off like that? Excuse me. Let's check this desk then. Looks like it's been used.
Inside the drawer, I found a note written in some kind of code.
Are you doing code breaking? Can we code break? Just have a look
It
at the
was
thingy.
pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk.
Lack of dirt.
Oh my
Also pictures of
The
me.
sheet
A file on me.
printout with my personal information. Everything from my favorite food to my waist size. They were right about chocolate. But come on, guys, I'm a size 10. There was even a picture
was always
of
a
me
size 10.
taken with a telephoto lens. Carchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big and organized. I was part of it, and people were getting murdered.
These are, I don't know what these are as well.
This was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Carchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed. One in Italy, one in Japan. In each case, the killer had worn a costume. A penguin, and then a snowman. But that was
Penguin or snowman, now a mime.
murders. Both the victims had been big media do-gooders, and I proved they were just the opposite. So, how did they fit in with Carchon?
I'm wondering that myself.
The
Coffee cup.
dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone mouldy. It
So it was
wasn't more than
very,
a day old.
very recent.
One thing was clear. Someone connected to Carchon.
Alright, so we can't... are we looking at these separately?
My articles about the... My article...
Okay, so it is just
My article...
in general. Drawer. We've already checked the drawer, didn't we? Okay, we'll just rip the drawer out.
Damn, don't you just hate it when that happens?
No. But what am I looking at here?
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer. It was
Half a
real,
photo.
but there was no mistaking the guy in the foreground. Carchon. Behind
Where were
him
they,
were
though?
soldiers, a burning village.
Africa,
and a
maybe?
corpse. The photograph
Or
was
Middle
parked
East,
on
'cause
the
they're looking
right-hand
at
side.
the look of the
Somebody else
things
in the
down
picture
here.
Obviously didn't want to be in it anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was
Oh,
Africa
Africa,
in the
sorry.
60s. An uprising was being brutally suppressed. And here was Mr. Media himself, Carchon, doing the suppressing. The photograph was not
Probably felt a lot of
just
guilt
powerful
afterwards.
evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story.
Right, can
The
pick
drawer
up the
had come
drawer.
out easily enough, but wouldn't fit back into place.
So now we're still missing some stuff. Anything else in here?
There was nothing else in the drawer.
Thank you for telling me that.
The flags had faded, but their message was still pretty clear. Fascist regalia.
Oh,
a message
fascist,
of
okay.
hate.
I can safely say I didn't pick up on that. I don't really know many fascist symbols.
I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years.
So what we're using for that? Wait, hold on. We can look at the code. Code has been written using substitution cipher. This means a different symbol has been used to represent each letter of the alphabet. Oh, I clicked on something, I didn't read it. If you make a mistake, click on the go back button to step back, or you can reset the whole puzzle by clicking on the reset button. So, okay, so this is, we're going to look at these two here. I've reset just because I think I was on the wrong path. This one here. So this is one extra letter. So that's, whatever that is, it's the same word but with an extra second letter. So there's not that many words in here that we're thinking. Obviously, an, on, to, T-O, and then T-O-O. It could be two. Right, so where we're looking with little 7S, that one. So that's T. And then that one, O. See, 2 and 2. So what else can we pick? That one's going to be interesting. Pick out the words we can. I'm going to say tonight, but that can't be T-O-G-H-N-I. Obviously can't be that one. So who's this a message to? So that one. A. If I come back out, can I go back in? This is a message to someone about...
My articles about the costume killer.
Note. Okay, so we can't do it. Okay, she hasn't taken any notes about this. Alright. I was wondering... He is... What's his first name? I can't remember his first... Pierre. Pierre Carchon. So is this a note being received?
I wasn't going to find anything.
I don't know why I came all this way. It's in my inventory. Okay, reset. Damn it. Right. So, back to square one. That, I think that definitely is 2. this is an incoming message because it hasn't been deciphered. Would that be... I'm wondering if that's Pierre. Because obviously Pierre's the one who's been using this room. So it's going to lead... It's a note to him and he hasn't deciphered it. So it's going to start with probably Pierre, his name. I think that's a safe... I think that's good logic. See if that fills in any other words. If we put in Pierre into this, 2 R's. Okay, that kind of works. Pierre, okay, that I was on it. So it's Pierre, report. Report to somewhere. To urgent. Urgent? We haven't got a do we U? And right, so I'm gonna try that one as G. And that one is N. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Pierre something. Report to somewhere. Those are the same letters. Is that but? Too urgent to quit. Arno? Could that be an A? Okay, that's got to be an A because that's R, A-R-E, and that would make that one great. Okay, A. You're on danger. That's got to be danger. So that U is a D. Pierre. I still don't know that one. Can't work that one out yet. Report to Suntreman. Tujin to wait. Arno. Dead. Wait, Arno's a name. Is someone's name. One of the victims. Yamada. That's Yamada. Arno was the first victim. The one in Tokyo is called Yamada. Alright. So we are looking at that one there. Where are we? There we are. And that one has to be an M. There we go. M. So we're still missing these. Can we... H. That one has to be an H. That's got to be together. That has to be a W. Oh, not that one. That one. That has to be a W because that's weight. So that has to be a T. Report to bank. But this B, but this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada B. That has to be both. So that one's B. That one has to be S. It's too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a coinkydink. That has to be C. Coincidence. Indeed, it seems that is on us. N? Would that be an N? Could that be? I don't think N's gonna fit that. Oh, we've already used N. Hold on, we've already used N. We don't have a Q. I don't know if we have to use all these letters. There has to be a K. Take great care. But does that help me in other things? No, it doesn't. I don't know who's signing this. I was going to say R, but it can't be R. Yeah. See, if we get that last A, if we get these two, then that's just going to fill in by itself. So what word could that be? It can't be S. L? Dean says that all... Oh wait, I've just solved it. I've just solved it. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July, so that's a J, and that right there is F. Pierre, full report to follow, but this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada are both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. And who could that be? So we'll just need one more. And we have Q, V, X, and Z to choose from. And we can just brute force this one.
I have decrypted the note.
Okay, X.
Pierre, full report to follow.
I don't know who X is.
This is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X.
So who's X?
I wasn't the only one to make the connection between the costume killer murders. I'd been right all along. That was why he had asked to meet me. But what did I know that he
Was he bringing in on the bringing you in on the fold?
An amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Conscience to pieces. I needed to get home fast and start typing.
Nico's apartment that evening. It's a very posh apartment considering it's in Paris. And it's expensive in Paris.
Bonsoir, Collard.
Nico, it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hi.
You cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
What's wrong?
Well, yeah, what's the matter?
You didn't print it, did you?
Course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as far as I'm concerned.
Wait, am I fired?
Important.
Why am I fired?
Suicidal. You can't destroy a national hero.
He deserved it.
His corpse isn't even cold.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I'd found. You loved it. You begged me to write it up immediately.
2 hours is a long time in newspapers, Nico.
Someone's got to.
Yeah, so I think definitely someone's had a bit of a word with him.
Good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends. Powerful friends. For your own sake.
Forget what happened.
You got it. End of conversation. Good night.
You totally know we're not going to drop it, don't you?
This should have been my big break.
You know that's
I
not going to
knew
happen.
There was nowhere else to sell this story. If Ronnie wouldn't print it, nobody would.
Another phone call. Yeah, I don't remember any of this bit. I think this may be a director's cut edition.
My name is Plantard. I
Plantard?
need to talk to you about your story. Your Pierre Carchon story.
How did you know about it?
Yeah, so how do you know about that one? It hasn't even been put in print.
Upset by this story.
Oh, really? Well, it's their lucky day. It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must meet.
Where we're meeting?
Must?
I have information relating to your costume killer stories. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court. I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about this.
You can't tell me what to...
Tomorrow...
So you can't tell me what to do?
I'll be
you know you're going.
People complain about newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared.
Yeah, I don't even know how Plantard got the information.
Should I meet him or forget the whole business? I didn't have an answer.
You have to go meet him. Otherwise we don't have a game. Café de Chandelle Verte. The next morning.
I'd only been in Paris for a week.
This is where I remember the game picking up.
With the city.
This is it.
My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte.
Good old George
the waitress
Stobart.
was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess.
Plantard.
Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted.
Ooh, clown. Don't like clowns. No, thank you. Yeah, this is what I remember. George blown up. Way to ruin a mood. Nice.
As I picked myself up, I was really angry. 1 minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some clown's blown me up. I knew right away what I was going to do. I was going to.
That's a real mood setter. That's a real mood killer.
Justice matters. Justice is up there with liberty and equality and fraternity. After all, that's why I'd studied law, wasn't it? Well, that.
I forgot he was a lawyer.
Of course.
Right, guys. So I think we are in a good spot to leave this here for this week. I'm just going to go big me real quick. So yeah, I don't remember any of that bit at the start with Nicole. I'm going to assume this opening cutscene with the clown going into the cafe and blowing up Plantard. That's what I remember the start of the game being. So I don't know if I've just missed the opening of the game or whether in the original the opening was cut off or whether that whole bit with Nicole was a director's cut edition, I should say. If it is director's cut stuff, I'm expecting some more. So there's going to be some puzzles that I'm probably not going to remember, because obviously I didn't remember any of the puzzles in that last section. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, mixing old with new. I'm here for it though. I like a good puzzle, and it keeps it fresh. New puzzles keeps it fresh. It means I'm not going to blast through it like super quick. That's all right with me. That's genuinely all right with me. So, like I said, we're going to leave that here for this week. I hope you have enjoyed this episode and that you have fond memories of it. If you have played this game before, if you're not, if you haven't, hopefully you've enjoyed it enough to continue watching next week. Thank you all for watching in general. If you have liked it, please hit that like button, comment down below. We would love to hear from you. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we have going on. We would love to have you here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all support. It is much appreciated. Remember, I do collect thumbs, so any that you choose to give me will be most appreciated. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, just see you on the flip side. Bye bye.